What if you could explore emerald rice terraces in the morning, dive into crystal-clear lagoons by noon, and end your day on a pristine white sand beach? Welcome to the Philippines, a country of breathtaking contrasts and endless adventure. From the towering limestone cliffs of Palawan to the historic cobblestone streets of Vigan, this tropical paradise offers an unforgettable journey through some of the most spectacular landscapes on Earth. But the Philippines is more than just postcard-perfect islands. It's a land of vibrant cultures, ancient traditions, and warm, welcoming people. Whether you're trekking to the summit of a perfectly cone-shaped volcano, diving into hidden underwater worlds, or wandering through centuries-old Spanish colonial towns, the Philippines offers something for every traveler. And make sure to stick around, because at the end, we'll uncover a hidden gem that even seasoned travelers often miss. But it just might become your next dream destination. Ready for some mind-blowing facts? The Philippines is made up of 7,641 islands. Yes, you heard that right. It would take you over 20 years to visit one island every single day. Did you know the Philippines is home to the world's smallest primate? The tarsier, found in Bohol, is no bigger than a human hand and has eyes so large they take up most of its skull. And speaking of record breakers, the Philippines has the longest underground river in the world, hidden deep within Puerto Princesa's Subterranean River National Park. You can actually take a boat ride through its otherworldly caves. Here's something fascinating. Banaue Rice Terraces are over 2,000 years old and were carved into the mountains by hand. Often called the eighth wonder of the world, these terraces showcase the ingenuity of ancient Filipino engineering. And for adventure seekers, did you know the Mayon Volcano is considered the world's most perfectly shaped volcano? It's so symmetrical, it looks unreal. The Philippines is also home to some of the world's most beautiful beaches, including Boracay's White Beach, which has been ranked among the best in the world time and time again. And here's something wild. Jeepneys, the Philippines' iconic mode of transport, were originally US military jeeps left behind after World War II. They've since been transformed into colorful, art-covered minibuses that are an essential part of Filipino culture. Now, get ready, because we're about to embark on an unforgettable journey through the most incredible places the Philippines has to offer. The adventure begins here, in a city that never stops moving. Manila is alive with energy. Jeepneys weave through the streets, neon lights flicker against historic facades, and the aroma of sizzling street food drifts through the air. It's a place where past and present collide, setting the tone for the incredible journey ahead. Within the ancient walls of Intramuros, the echoes of the past still linger. Cobblestone streets, Spanish-era forts, and grand cathedrals whisper stories of battles, revolutions, and resilience. At Fort Santiago, where national hero José Rizal spent his final days, the weight of history is unmistakable. Nearby, San Agustin Church, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has stood the test of time, a silent witness to Manila's evolution. But just beyond these walls, the city pulses with modern life. In Binondo, the world's oldest Chinatown, the streets come alive with the scent of hand-pulled noodles, crispy lumpia, and freshly baked hopia. Every bite tells the story of a centuries-old cultural fusion, where Filipino and Chinese traditions intertwine. As the sun sets, we arrive at Roxas Boulevard, where golden light shimmers over Manila Bay. Locals gather along the baywalk, taking in the view as street musicians fill the air with melodies. And as night falls, the city transforms. From a rooftop in Makati, the skyline stretches endlessly, a dazzling display of old and new, tradition and ambition. Morning mist clings to the mountains as the first light of day reveals something extraordinary. Endless emerald steps carved into the earth, rising like a giant staircase toward the heavens. These are the Banaue Rice Terraces, a masterpiece of ancient engineering built over 2,000 years ago by the Ifugao people. Standing here, it's impossible not to feel a sense of wonder. These terraces weren't shaped by machines, but by countless generations using only their hands, patience, and wisdom. Layer after layer, they curve along the mountains, creating a landscape so vast and intricate that they're often called the eighth wonder of the world. The best way to experience them? Follow the ancient footpaths that wind through the terraces, passing small Ifugao villages hidden in the hills. Locals still cultivate the rice fields just as their ancestors did, their traditions and way of life unchanged for centuries. And then, there's the view. From the highest vantage points, the terraces stretch as far as the eye can see, blending seamlessly with the mist-covered mountains. Ocean waves lap against the shore as the scent of grilled seafood drifts through the air. Cebu is a place where centuries-old history meets island adventure, where Spanish churches stand beside vibrant markets and hidden waterfalls flow through jungle canopies. Inside the Basilica del Santo Niño, flickering candles light the country's oldest religious relic, while just outside, Magellan's Cross marks the arrival of Christianity in the Philippines, a moment that changed history forever. But Cebu isn't just about the past. In Kawasan Falls, crystal-clear waters cascade into turquoise pools hidden deep in the jungle. The real thrill? Canyoneering, jumping from cliffs, wading through streams, and sliding down smooth rock formations into the rushing water below. Beneath the waves, Moalboal's Sardine Run is a spectacle like no other. Millions of fish swirl in perfect synchrony, a living vortex shimmering beneath the surface. And as the day fades, the view from Top's Lookout is unforgettable. Below, the city lights shimmer, a perfect contrast to the untamed beauty that surrounds it. Cobblestone streets glisten under the glow of lantern light as horse-drawn calesas gently roll past grand ancestral homes. Vigan is a city frozen in time, where echoes of the Spanish colonial era still whisper through its weathered facades and elegant balconies. At the heart of it all lies Calle Crisologo, a street like no other. Centuries-old mansions, once home to wealthy traders, now stand as silent witnesses to a bygone era. Strolling here feels like stepping into a living museum, where every brick and balcony tells a story of galleon trade, old-world wealth, and Filipino resilience. Beyond the postcard-perfect streets, Vigan's culture comes alive in its flavors. Try the famous empanada, golden crisp and bursting with savory fillings, or the legendary Vigan longanisa, a garlicky sausage unlike any other. These aren't just dishes, they are flavors passed down for generations. For a deeper glimpse into the past, Bantay Bell Tower stands proudly on a hilltop, offering breathtaking views of the city. Once a watchtower guarding against pirates, today it remains a symbol of Vigan's enduring strength. A towering giant rises against the horizon, its slopes etched with history and fire. Mayon Volcano isn't just a mountain, it's a force of nature, a near-perfect cone so symmetrical it looks almost unreal. But beneath its breathtaking beauty lies raw power. This is the most active volcano in the Philippines, and its story is written in both legend and lava. Standing at its base, the landscape is a contrast of destruction and renewal. Fields of black volcanic rock, remnants of past eruptions stretch across the land, yet patches of green slowly reclaim the earth. One of the best ways to experience Mayon's majesty, an ATV ride across its rugged lava trails, racing through ash-covered paths and hardened rock formations shaped by past eruptions. For a glimpse into history, the Cagsawa ruins offer a haunting yet beautiful sight. All that remains of the once thriving town is a solitary church tower, a silent witness to the volcano's most catastrophic eruption in 1814. Today, it stands as a reminder of both nature's power and human resilience. Morning mist drifts over the landscape as hundreds of perfectly rounded hills rise from the earth, stretching as far as the eye can see. These are the Chocolate Hills, a natural marvel whose green peaks turn cocoa brown in the dry season, creating a sight so surreal it feels almost mythical. But Bohol's wonders don't end there. Tucked within the dense forests, the Philippine tarsier clings to a branch, its enormous eyes scanning the world in eerie stillness. One of the world's smallest primates, it's so delicate that even stress can be fatal. A reminder that some of nature's most extraordinary creatures exist in the smallest of forms. Further south, Panglao Island reveals a coastline of powdery sand and crystal-clear waters. Beneath the surface, vibrant coral gardens flourish, where sea turtles glide effortlessly through the blue, their movements slow and graceful as if time itself has slowed. And then, there's the Lobok River, where a floating restaurant drifts past emerald green waters surrounded by towering palm trees. Here, life moves to a different rhythm, one that feels timeless. Jagged limestone cliffs pierce the sky as turquoise waters stretch endlessly below. The boat glides across a glassy lagoon, its surface so clear you can see schools of fish darting between coral gardens. This is El Nido, where nature has sculpted a masterpiece of hidden beaches, secret caves, and towering rock formations that look like something from another world. A narrow passage leads to the big lagoon, where sunlight filters through the cliffs, turning the water into an unreal shade of blue. Nearby, Secret Beach reveals itself only to those who dare to swim through a small crevice in the rocks. Inside, a pristine cove untouched by time. Every island here feels like a secret waiting to be discovered. Further north, Coron holds an entirely different kind of wonder. Beneath the waves, World War II shipwrecks lie frozen in time, their skeletal remains now home to vibrant marine life. Divers descend into the eerie silence of these underwater tombs, swimming through rusted corridors where history and nature have merged. And then there's Kayangan Lake, where brackish water creates an almost dreamlike effect, half fresh, half salt, and impossibly clear. Beyond the cliffs and shipwrecks, Palawan's raw beauty unfolds in every direction. In Puerto Princesa, the longest underground river in the world winds through cathedral-like caves, where stalactites twist into impossible shapes. The scent of durian lingers in the air as the city comes to life. Davao is where modern energy meets untamed nature, where skyscrapers stand within reach of mountains, and where culture thrives in every corner. At the foot of Mount Apo, mist swirls around dense forests teeming with life. Towering over the landscape at nearly 3,000 meters, this is the Philippines' tallest peak. Sacred to indigenous tribes who call it the grandfather of mountains. In its depths, the Philippine eagle, one of the rarest and most powerful birds in the world, soars high above the treetops, its wings spanning over 7 feet. Seeing this majestic predator in its sanctuary is a moment of pure awe. Back in the city, the pulse of Davao beats strongest in its markets. Rows of colorful stalls overflow with mangosteen, meringue, and the infamous durian, known for its overpowering smell but loved for its rich custard-like taste. Locals say, "It smells like hell, but tastes like heaven." For a deeper connection to the region's roots, Museo Dabaweño showcases Mindanao's indigenous heritage, intricately woven textiles, ceremonial weapons, and sacred artifacts, each telling a story of resilience and tradition. But as the day winds down, there's no better place to be than Jack's Ridge, where the entire city unfolds beneath you. Once a Japanese stronghold during World War II, today it's a peaceful retreat, where distant mountains blend into the glimmering lights of the city below. The sand beneath your feet is unlike anything else, soft as powder, cool even under the midday sun. The waves roll in gently, their surface so clear that you can see the ripples of light dancing beneath. This isn't just a beach, this is Boracay, where paradise isn't a dream, but a reality. Along the shores of White Beach, the island's most iconic stretch, time seems to slow. Swaying palms cast playful shadows on the sand, Parao sailboats glide across the horizon, and the scent of grilled seafood drifts from beachfront cafes. But as the sun begins to dip, the island transforms. Flames ignite the night as fire dancers twirl under a sky streaked in gold and crimson. For those craving adventure, Boracay delivers. At Ariel's Point, daring cliff jumpers take the plunge into the emerald sea, while beneath the waves, vibrant coral gardens reveal an underwater world teeming with life. On the windswept shores of Bulabog Beach, kite surfers race across the water, their sails cutting through the sky in one of Asia's top kitesurfing spots. And then there's the magic of Parao sailing, a wooden outrigger slicing effortlessly through the waves, the world bathed in golden light as the island drifts into the distance. As night falls, Boracay comes alive. Beachfront bars spill out onto the sand, music blends with the sound of crashing waves, and the air buzzes with the energy of a never-ending celebration. A perfect wave rises in the distance, curling into a flawless arc before crashing onto the reef below. This is Siargao, the surfing capital of the Philippines, where the ocean sets the rhythm of life. At Cloud 9, the island's most legendary surf break, riders carve through towering barrels, their silhouettes framed by the golden morning light. Even for those who don't surf, standing on the famous wooden boardwalk, watching the waves roll in, is an experience of its own. But Siargao is more than just waves. Beyond the surf, an entire world of hidden wonders waits to be explored. Glide through the emerald waters of Sugba Lagoon, where limestone cliffs rise dramatically from the sea, enclosing a hidden paradise where paddleboarders and freedivers move in perfect harmony with nature. A short boat ride away, the Magpupungko rock pools reveal themselves at low tide. Crystal-clear basins carved by the ocean, perfect for an afternoon of cliff jumping and swimming in the endless blue. And then there's Gayam Island, a tiny, unspoiled speck of land where time slows, and the only sound is the whisper of the breeze through the coconut palms. Endless green hills roll toward the sea, where towering cliffs meet the wild Pacific Ocean. This is Batanes, a land of raw beauty, where life is shaped by the wind, the waves, and the resilience of the Ivatan people. At Moalboal country, the scenery is surreal. Vast emerald fields stretch beneath open skies, where free-roaming cows graze against a backdrop of endless blue. But the land here is more than just breathtaking. It's sacred. The Ivatans believe their ancestors watch over these hills, protecting their people from the typhoons that frequently pass through. Further ahead, the Basco Lighthouse stands tall, a silent guardian overlooking the sea. Its light has guided fishermen home for generations, a beacon of safety in the unpredictable northern waters. But Batanes is not just about nature. It's a place where history lives on. On Sabtang Island, ancient Ivatan stone houses stand strong, built from limestone and coral, designed to withstand the fiercest storms. Here, traditions remain untouched. Locals wear vakul, woven headdresses that shield them from the elements, and elders share stories of a time when foreign invaders sought to conquer their peaceful shores. As the sun dips low, the cliffs of Alapad Rock Formation glow in the fading light, their jagged edges carved by time. The journey comes to an end, but not just anywhere. This is the hidden gem we teased from the very beginning, the place even seasoned travelers often overlook. Welcome to Siquijor, an island of untouched beauty, whispered legends and secrets waiting to be uncovered. For centuries, Siquijor has been shrouded in mystery. Stories of ancient healers and mystical rituals have long surrounded this island, where shamans craft herbal potions deep in the forest. But beyond the myths lies a paradise unlike any other. At Cambugahay Falls, turquoise water tumbles into cascading jungle pools, inviting travelers to swing from vines and dive into its crystal depths. Nearby, Salagdung Beach offers a different kind of thrill. Limestone cliffs worn smooth by time, perfect for those daring enough to leap into the endless blue below. And hidden among the trees, the centuries-old balete tree stands like a guardian of Siquijor's past, its roots twisting into a spring-fed pool said to hold healing powers. Sit by the edge, dip your feet in, and let the legend of Siquijor take hold. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the Philippines. From the breathtaking cliffs of Palawan to the mystical charm of Siquijor, we hope these destinations have sparked your sense of adventure. Which place from this video captured your imagination the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. Safe travels, and remember, the world is waiting for you, one unforgettable destination at a time.